You need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You need to be ready to not be ready. Impact versus effort. The corporate world is changing at a very fast pace. Leaders today face very different sort of challenges in their corporate life. And that's the reason they need to get prepared differently to take on these challenges. They need to learn new tricks, new methods through which these challenges can be addressed. Now we are talking about some small tips through which we can really become great leaders. And you have already seen 2 parts, and today we are going through the 3rd part of this video series. And here I'm going to talk about some of these new age challenges which today's leaders face and how they can use small tips, small methods to solve them and make a big impact. So watch this video completely, because this is going to be very relevant in today's times, and you must prepare yourself to face these challenges and come out successful. Hi, my name is Anjani Kuumar and welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do consider subscribing. I keep posting these interesting videos, these useful videos, and you can watch them and become a great manager, a great leader, and become extremely successful in your corporate life and in your professional life as well. So let's talk about the first step. Now, today the pace at which world is moving is extremely fast. Challenges get thrown at you at a regular basis. Now, how do you handle that? How do great leaders handle these challenges? Because if they don't handle these challenges well, they will not become successful. Their companies will not become successful. So that's why you need to learn this art of handling challenges on a regular basis. Now, what it means is that you need to be ready to not be ready. What does it mean? It means that in your mind, you have to be in the mind frame, the mindset that you can never be ready to face a challenge. Challenges will keep coming at you. They will keep getting thrown at you. So those old ways of operating in the world, in the corporate world, are gone, where you had a fair idea that what kind of challenges typically leaders face. Today, you don't have that luxury. Today, you can never be ready to face a challenge. Anything can come your way. So that's why in your mind, you have to be prepared to face challenges every time. And that's why I say that be ready to never be ready. And that's the only way to become successful in this fast changing world, where you go to office or you start every day being prepared that, okay, something will come and I'm ready to face that challenge. And what that something will be, I have no idea. So if you are in that mindset, in that mind frame, then you will become extremely successful. Because if you get threatened by these sort of challenges, by the speed at which they come at you, you can never be successful. If you start your day thinking that, oh, what kind of challenges today I'll face, I don't know how I will handle them, then you can never be successful. So as a leader, you need to be prepared to face whatever comes your way. And also be ready that every day something or other will definitely come your way. It can never be a case that where you will have a quiet and calm day where you can comfortably work at something, some project. That is not going to happen. So that's why you need to be ready to not be ready to face all sort of challenges that come your way. Now, the second tip is an extension of this. Now, here what I say is that you need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. What does it mean? It means that you will always have to be prepared to move out of your comfort zone. Because whatever expertise, skills that you may have, they will never be sufficient to make you comfortable in facing the sort of challenges that you would face in the market, in your company, in whatever problems you are dealing with. So you have to be comfortable by being uncomfortable in all sort of situations that you are facing, because you will never have a clear answer. You will never have clarity in terms of how a problem can be solved. So this whole discomfort that leaders face today, that has to become a part of their lives. They have to be ready to become uncomfortable every day, every moment, because each of these challenges would be unique. Each of these challenges would require unique and very different skill sets, and the expectation would be that if you are a leader, you must be able to solve these problems. So that's why you have to be in a frame of mind where you are comfortable with being uncomfortable. So that's why this is a new age method of leadership, and you must be ready to face it, to embrace it in your style of working. And finally, the third tip that I want to share with you is focused on impact versus effort. Now, this is a very conventional topic of debate, effort versus impact. Now, typically what happens is that culturally we are all inclined to put in efforts. We always feel that whatever knowledge we have, whatever mindset we have, we must put in enough efforts to create impact. Now, in today's world, it creates some sort of a challenges, because the kind of problems that you are facing, the kind of issues that you have to solve, it's very difficult to cover everything, whatever effort you may put. So that's why at some point in time, you have to get into this analysis that, can I really put in that much effort? Is it possible physically to even put in that kind of effort which is required by my job? So that's why you have to get into this whole analysis of impact. You have to figure out and you have to understand in your mind that if there are 100 things which are thrown at me, I will never be able to do those 100 things. I have to pick my 5 or 10, and I have to focus only on them. There would always be few things which will get neglected, probably which will not have very high impact. But if you are someone who goes behind completing everything every day, you can never be successful in today's world. So you have to really figure out what is that something which will give you the maximum impact. You have to only focus on those things. Now, you would have heard about Pareto principle, where it says that 20% of things would create 80% of the impact. Now, that is very much what is required. But what is also required, not to worry too much about rest of the 80% things. Some of those things will get neglected. Some of those things you will never be able to do it. And that's why you just pick your things, pick your actions, which will give you the maximum impact, and that's it. You don't have to bother about anything else. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to try to become perfect, to try to come out as somebody who can do everything. It's humanly impossible. And that's the reason you have to really do this analysis of what are the few things that I should do which will create the maximum impact. So just to summarize what we learned today, the first tip that we learned today is that you have to be prepared, or you have to be ready to not be ready for everything that will come your way. That's the first thing. The second thing that we learned is that you have to be comfortable by being uncomfortable. You will never get into the comfort zone in today's world. And thirdly, you will not be able to complete everything that gets thrown at you. So you have to pick things, and you have to only work on things which create the maximum impact. So if you follow these 3 things, 3 tips, it will help you in becoming extremely successful in today's fast changing world, in today's world which moves at a rapid pace, and where you will never have enough time to complete everything. And within that given time frame, this is the way to create the maximum impact to become successful in life, in career. So you must focus on these 3 tips, follow them in your day-to-day professional life, and then you will start seeing the impact that they can create in making you successful. So if you have liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with family and friends so that they also get to know about these new age techniques of leadership, and they also get benefited by that. And if you have any questions, any doubts, put them in the comment section below. I'll answer them. And now I will see you in the next part of this video series. Till then, thank you very much for watching.